What's up, YouTube? For today's video, we're full Ice Stone Evolution Team. The Ice Stone is a pretty cool item because it evolves 4 Pokemon in 2 different forms. So we got Alolan Sandshrew into the Alolan Sanslash, we got Alolan Vulpix into Alolan Ninetales, we got Eevee into Glaceon, and we got Galar Darumaka into Galar Darmanitan, which is going to make a team of 4 Pokemon. If you do want to check me out on Twitch, people, this is where I do all my live streams, my theme teams, my Pokemon sweeps, all the forms of salty entertainment. Come and drop me a follow there. Links in the description of the video. This is a battle against Sept, and we got a 4 versus 5 team today, and I've got 2 battles with the Ice Stone Evolution team. So the first Pokemon we got is the Ninetales, and I've got my Sandslash Alola. Now, this is going to be a special set because I want to run this in the Hail, right? So I've got Hail on this set, and I've also got Blizzard here too, because it's got some interesting special moves that are quite strong. At this point in time, there's not a lot I can do to the Ninetales, but the only move I've really got is Focus Miss, and it's not the greatest move in the world. I reckon, I was thinking about the Stone Evolution teams I haven't done yet. There's a couple, right? There's not too many. I've covered most of them. But some of them, the ones that are left, I think there might be Dawnstone. I think all of those Pokemon are in the game, but there is like another 1 or 2 that I haven't done, and half the Pokemon aren't in the game. So I'll probably wait till they're all in the game once to finish those ones off. Just having some thoughts then. So we got an interesting set. It's a Whirlpool Ninetales. Is it bulky? What is going on? What is this set? So I thought, well, you know what? The hail was flowing. I may as well go for a Freeze Axe or Blizzard, and and see what's going to happen, right? So Blizzard is going to be able to outspeed the Ninetales quite easy. There we got the we got the Slush Rush ability on this one, and now the Ninetales going to change the hail to the rain, so now my Blizzards are not going to be 100% accurate, right? Now, I was actually hoping I could stave the Steel Beam for a Pokemon. At this stage, I'm trapped in, right? And Whirlpool's going to do a lot of damage to me now in the rain coming from Inteleon's like high special attack. So it's a meme set, but it's still going to do a lot. Now it's a Whirlpool and dive Inteleon. Only on Pit Rush. Try not hit people. So Steel Beam is going to miss. I just went for damage there, and since I missed, it still did recoil damage. And I took myself out. I'm so salty about that. Okay, next Pokemon is the Ninetales here. Let's get rid of that rain and let's set the hail up here because I've got Snow Warning, right? Now, we're going to be running a physical Ninetales Alola here. It gets Triple Axle, which I thought was pretty cool. So we're going to main that like a main move we want to use here. So firstly, we're going to go for the Veil there. Set that Veil up, which is going to be very good because I'm just about to take a dive from a Inteleon, right? So there it goes, and it doesn't do hardly any damage at all there, right? So a little bit of damage from the hail on the Inteleon. What I'm thinking about doing, right, is I can go for either Hypnosis or set the Howl up. Howl's going to boost my attack by 1 stage every single time I use it. I thought, you know what? I want to get as many Howls up as possible, then I can spam Triple Axle. I might be able to get some good damage right there. The other move this Inteleon has, what is this set? It is Whirlpool, Dive, and Attract. What the heck is going on? And Rain Dance. That's the set. That's literally the set. It's I wonder what EV spread this is. Maybe it's like max health and like bulk. Yeah. So on this Ninetales, right, if I can land 3 Triple Axles against the Inteleon, right, it will do some great damage, but I've got to get through the Scum, right? So getting through the Scum, which is great there, here's the first one. Here's the second one. The third one probably won't take it out, but it almost put it in range, right? So the only thing you got to worry about with Triple Axle, right, is if it's a single axle or even a 0 axle, right? So Inteleon is going to go under the water again there, so I'm going to not be able to hit it with the move. But this is going to give me a rare opportunity to go for another Hail here, right? Not a Howl, Sorry, I'm getting Hail and Howl mixed up. So I go for the Howl here. That's a nice juicy +2 in attack. I mean, this actually, like, all memes aside, this actually hits pretty hard after it's got a couple of Hail boosts here. And Ninetales has got pretty good speed too, and you're constantly getting damage with Hail too on top of that as well, right? So now it is in range for me to take out. I could go for Triple Axle. I feel like almost the very, very first one will almost take this out, right? So I am in love with the Inteleon, but I get through that, which is great. And the first one that does indeed take it out. Finally, I got rid of that dive and bulky Whirlpool Rain there to Inteleon with a track. Like, what the heck? So the hail is going to fade away there. I think I had the Icy Rock as the item there as well, if you were just curious about that. Next Pokemon is going to be the Sceptile. This makes me, you know what? This actually makes me miss Mega Sceptile there, right? Being called Tree Lizard. Just reminded of Sceptile's big Christmas tree. So that's going to take 2 Triple Axles, and that is, it's going to be a Double Axle. It's going to be enough to take out the Sceptile there, which is very, very good. Now, the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be a Scrafty. So this, you might be able to see what this team is. I don't know, can you guess what it is? Maybe the nicknames are given away. It is a lizard Pokemon team, right? I've actually recently done... actually, pretty sure I did a lizard Pokemon team. Kind of recently, maybe in the last month or two. Something like that, right? So here comes a Sludge-Bomb. It's from a special set, and it almost takes him out there. Thank goodness I didn't get poisoned. That could have been very, very bad. So I got another Triple Axle here. I can easily take the Scrafty out here. I did really nice damage to it early on too, and I'm outspeeding, which is very, very good. So bye-bye. Punk Lizard's not bad. That's not bad. Is it a lizard, though? I guess it's sort of got lizard feature. I mean, there are other lizard Pokemon that I'd probably choose up to Scrafty, right? Next Pokemon is going to be the Hilo-Wiz. So this is like the frill neck lizard, right? You get these in Australia. They run really, really fast, right? And their frilly neck is up, and that's the end of the story. So we got a quick attack, normal gem set. That's going to be easy enough to take out my Ninetales. And what are these sets? So Ninetales is down. The next Pokemon is Darmanitan, right? This is a Gorilla Tactics Choice Banded set, but I rammed some mean moves. I've got Tackle Choice Band, Power Up Punch, Bite, and Rock Tomb. I picked its 4 weakest moves to see what I could do with it, right? So I've locked myself in for a Choice Band and Gorilla Tactics Tackle. Here it comes. Look at the sweet damage. It's a clean 2-hit KO. Here comes a U-turn from the Hilo-Wiz. It does kind of minimal damage to Darmanitan, and it's going to be going back to the trainer. Now, the next Pokemon to come in the field is going to be the Salazzle. So Salazzle isn't very bulky at all on the defensive side. I'm quite excited to go for Tackle. I think this might be out of one hit KO. And then it's going to go for Disable. You wouldn't believe it. And now it's going to disable my Tackle. Since I'm running, Gorilla Tactics Choice Band now, I'm locked into one move, but this gives me a rare idea and opportunity. I can go for a Choice Banded Gorilla Tactics Struggle. Like, you can't make this up, people. So here we go. We're going to dynamic Salazzle, right? This is going to be a very, very, very big Salazzle right here. I actually quite like the shiny one better than the normal one, but it still looks pretty good. That the sort of like the black, purple, and red flames looks very, very nice there. I guess it's more pink than red, I guess you could say. Is it I forgot what the color's name starts with them. So here we got a max strike on my Galar Darmanitan. I'm praying that I can live this attack, and it doesn't even do any damage. I'm like, what is this? Is this a physical set? Like, you never know right now, right? We've seen a Whirlpool dive and tell him, like, you never know what the set's going to be, right? So here comes the struggle. Look at the damage. That's beautiful, but I do take some very, very nasty recoil there. It wasn't good, people. I can tell you that, right? So I can go for a second struggle here. I'm still disabled from the Salazzle earlier on. Salazzle's probably just going to use its, I don't know, whatever normal type move it is. What if it's like Tackle or something like that? It'd be funny if it was. I don't even know what it is, right? So here it comes, baby. And I lived on 7 health, which is amazing, which is going to actually allow me to get another struggle off, doing some excellent damage there. Here it comes, people. I would have loved to get a critical hit there to take it out, but, I'm happy with that damage, right? So there we go. A struggle, Choice Band, Galar Darmanitan with Gorilla Tactics. Only on pin, right? Shadow people. So Salazzle's only got a little slither of help there. I'm going to go into Glaceon here and see if we can get something started. This is my last Pokemon here, too. Now, this Glaceon set is a Blizzard Water Pulse Mud Slap Freeze Dry set, and I gave this one Assault Vest, and I gave it max Special Attack and max health. So make it very, very bulky, right? This is probably one of the better sets on my team. I have to have some sort of bulkiness to the team. Like Galar Darmanitan, right? Or just I don't know, just normal Darmanitan, even Gorilla Tactics is very, very strong, right? So I had to use some sort of like fun moveset on it. I'm thinking, well, I recently did like a, if you watch the Zen Mode Darmanitan team the other day, I recently used like a specialist. I thought, I'll use the physical one and do some really, really bad moves on it. So Salazzle is going to use, it's going to use protection. That's good to use protection. And it's going to get some more health back there from its black sludge, right? That's okay. I can easily take out this turn. They did, however, stall one of my turns of Dynamax out. Now, the Glaceon can go for a max Hailstorm. That'll be very good. Then it's just popped an Endeavor. They will go, wait, that's what they were doing. They will go for Dynamax Endeavor. That's what it was doing. What the heck? So I took half health from that Endeavor, which was a lot there. If you don't know, the Endeavor mechanics work differently on Dynamax Pokemon, right? Let me explain it real quick, right? Say that Salazzle was on 69 health there. You're on, you got full health, right? Then you Dynamax. It'll actually take you to 69 health, but it won't look that way because you get that extra health boost from Dynamax, if you can understand it. So that sort of thing, right? So I've got one more Pokemon left here, and it's going to be a Heloise. It's a physical Thunder Punch set. It does no damage whatsoever. I'm able to get a Max Hailstorm off here, and that is going to hit the Desert Lizard very hard, and that is going to be taking it out there. And thank you for the battle set. That was a really cool team. A Lizard Pokemon team with some crazy movesets there. A bulky Inteleon with Rain Dance, Whirlpool, and Dive. And a Salazzle with Disable and Endeavor. Really, really interesting sets right there. Let's get on to battle number 2. This was against Checosaurus. This one was actually on my Discord server. So, we got an interesting team here as well. We got a Mudkip lead here. Not often you get to see a Mudkip in a Pokemon battle. And I've got my Sanslash as the lead. So we got a 4 versus 6 Pokemon team here today. Actually, really like Shiny Sandslash. It's grown on me a lot, that that dark blue and light blue sort of backing. So we got the Hail up here. I want to get that Hail going. I did think about starting with Ninetales, but I was like, nah, let's just see what the Mudkip's going to be, like what sort of sets are going to be, or just any of these Pokemon, right? Mudkip is going to have Mud Slap, and I can tell you what, it's going to be dropping my accuracy. Look at that damage it did to me, right? Now, I've got a -1 in accuracy, but it's okay. I've still got Blizzard, you know. I've got that Blizzard. I promised myself I'm not going to get trolled in this battle like last time with the Steel Beam, right? I'm thinking about this a lot. I'm like, well, I've got a -1 in accuracy, right? The only move I've got is Focus Miss, and Focus Miss miss. I'm like, okay, well, Mudkip's only got Mud Slap here, so I'm actually going to be forced to swap out. Like, Mudkip is going to force me to swap with Mud Slap. Okay, so I got critted by Mud Slap there. It wasn't very good. I've lost nearly a quarter of my health to a little, I guess you could say a little purple axolotl there. I've got to swap my Sandslash out, and I'm going to go into Ninetales here. I thought this is free real estate. I could set up like the house, right? So here comes another Mud Slap, which is okay. Like, all I got to do is get rid of this Mud Slap Mudkip, right? I'd say a good couple of hits will take out, unless it's like, no, let's like a really bulky set, like Max Health and Max Defense of Everlight, something like crazy like that. So go for a Howl here. Howl can't miss because you're using Howl yourself, right? And that's going to give me a nice +1 in attack. A couple of triple axles should do pretty nicely and take this thing out. So the other move this Mudkip has got is Ancient Power, and it's going to be super effective. I really don't want this to get a boost because all of my moves aren't going to be doing much damage. Like triple axle, like it's got to do nothing too. So I thought, okay, in case something really bad happens, like Mudkip starts getting like, you know, Ancient Power boost like every single time, let's go for the Veil there because it could be bad. I don't want to get swept by a little shiny Mudkip. I'll have to like, you know, roast myself and quit YouTube forever, right? So some more damage there. It's funny because most of the damage done to this Mudkip, actually nearly all of it, has been done by the Hail. Like, it's quite funny. So we're going to go for another Howl here. I feel like a couple of Howls in triple axle. The large triple axle should do some very, very good damage. It should take the Mudkip out, right? So here comes another Ancient Power. Ancient Power number 3 on the Ninetales. So no boost. The coast is clear, right? And some more Hail damage, right? So I'm almost ready to rock and roll here. I've got 2 Hails up, and I can go for triple axle. I feel like it should be able to take it out. Now, Mudkip is going to swap out, and Mars Stomper is going to come in. It is a Mudkip evolution team, but it doesn't have a Mega Swampert, unless it's like going to be like Hacker Exposed, right? So I go for the triple axle there. Look at the damage that it's doing. This Mars Stomp nearly got taken out like in one shot, which is crazy right there. But the Hail is going to last hit disrespect it, and it's going to faint right there. That was beautiful. Like, that was beautiful. Next Pokemon is a Mudkip. It's called Keep Dreaming, like Keep Dreaming. I like that nickname. It's very, very good. Could be one of the best Mudkip names I've ever actually heard. So I'm going to go for triple axle there. It's going to get a 0 axle, and Mudkip's going to be a special set with Sludge Ray. What? Here it comes, people. Doesn't do a lot due to the Aurora Veil being up there. However, it does poison my Ninetales. So now I am on borrowed time for sure. I'd say I've got like, I don't know, maybe like one more turn left here because I have to one-shot this Mudkip, which I know that I can do. I definitely know that I can do. Unless it's like crazy bulky. That's about the only thing I'm sort of worried about. Triple axle, single axle. Wait, it doesn't single axle me. It 0 axles me again. And that was a supersonic miss. Like, this thing, this is mean. It's got Sludge Wave and supersonic. What are these sets? What is this battle? Like, this has been the crazy sets today, right? So I'm waiting to see if our triple axle is going to land again, right? I've missed twice already. I missed 3 times with triple axle. It was 0 axle every single time. And just to rub a little bit of salt into the wound then, the Mudkip, right, lands a 55% actually supersonic on my Ninetales. This is just mean. This is very, very mean. So I'm going to go for my final triple actually before my Ninetales faints with a salty rage. Hopefully I don't hit myself in confusion. And I managed to get a triple axe off here. There's the first hit. There's the second hit. And there's the third hit. I finally took out the Mudkip, but it cost me all of Ninetales' health there from the poison from the Sludge Wave earlier on. But it's okay. I took a Mudkip out in a children's game of Pokemon. I'm very, very happy about that. Now, I've got 3 more Pokemon left on my team. And my opponent has also got, it's got 4. So it's not bad at the moment. Things are looking all right. I've taken out a Mudkip and a Marshtomp. Now, the next Pokemon is Marshtomp. And this, I think I can go for Hail, then Blizzard. So I was like, let's go Hail, Blizzard, and get some good damage, right? Like, Marshtomp, or the whole evolution line's got pretty good base defense, right? But the special defense is, it's a little bit average, right? I'm assuming this, like, one of these is going to have Everlight, right? So here comes the special Marshtomp with Round, which is interesting there. And it's going to have the Throat Spray as the item to boost its special attacks. I mean, okay, well, it doesn't have Everlight. It's, it's time to go for a Blizzard here and see how much damage it will do. I mean, let's be real here. Sandslash's special attack is absolute garbage, so I didn't expect the 1 hit KO, but it did pretty good damage there. It's a clean 2 hit KO. Uh-oh. Now Marshtomp is going to have a Mud Shot, and I can tell you what, Sandslash will not be living that one. Like, that's the upgraded version of Mud Slap, basically. Like Mud Slap is a little slap of mud, right? And Mud Shot, right, is like just a big ball of mud just getting thrown at you. All right, I've lost half my team now. Things are starting to get a little bit desperate here. I've got Darmanitan. Now, this is the Gorilla Tactics Choice Band set. I thought I might be able to get around this. I could go for Power Up Punch here, or I could go for Bite. Since it's quite a speedy set with max speed and max attack, Adam, and Nature, I might be able to keep flinching and flinching and flinching, right, and doing good quality damage at the same time. So going for the Bite there, it's enough to take out the Marshtomp. It's good. I don't think I would have been that lucky if it was the Everlight set. Now, the next Pokemon is the Mudkip. It's Damp Your Day, so it's probably got the Damp ability. So when you come across a Mudkip called Damp Your Day, you don't use Explosion, right, because it will fail right there, right? There was this one time, like, the OG viewers would know this, right? The very, very OG viewers. There was this one time, I think I used Explosion. It was on like it was a Mudkip, and they had Damp, and I got trolled. So anyway, back to the battle here. I'm reminiscing on some good old times. I think it might have happened more than once. I feel like it's happened like, 1 or 2 times over the years. So we're going to go for Bite again, and that is going to be enough to take out the little purple Mudkip there. So we got 2 more Pokemon left. I've taken out Mudkip number 1. Mudkip number 2, Marshtomp number 1, and Marshtomp number 2 there. Next is Flexpert. I thought this would be shiny because it's called Flexpert, but it's not. So, okay, let's go for Bitey. Let's get some flinches going. I'm going to flex these flinches, right? So the first one hits very hard. It's a rock throw Marshtomp. What the? It does a lot of damage, like real talk. Maybe it's choice banded. So anyway, doing some nice damage there with the Bite. I feel like this Bite should be able to take it out. If it doesn't, right, the Hail will take it out. I'll probably die through the Rock Throw. It doesn't. It's enough to take it out. And Flexpert, the Rock Thrower, is going to go down. The last Pokemon is it's Shrek. This be my Swamp. So I'd say that this is going to be the Dynamax Pokemon here. So I'm thinking real quick, well, there's none of my moves are going to be able to take it out. I'm not going to go for Dynamax. That'll be a waste. I've got an idea if things go south, right, which they probably are going to be going south very, very fast. Now, if you do like Mudkip, I have done a Mudkip evolution line team. I did it with Mudkip, Marshtomp, Swampert, and Mega Swampert. So that was a while ago. I think I probably did that about, oh gosh, maybe 3 to 4 years ago when we had Megas and that sort of thing. I do miss the old Megas. I hope they do return. So anyway, back to the battle. They're reminiscing. I'm sorry, I've been reminiscing all lately. We're going to go for Bite there. Bite does really good damage. I'm actually really happy about that. Here comes the Max Geyser. I've got no idea what sort of water type move that was going to be coming from. But regardless, it's going to be the same result. Darmanitan is going to be fainted. Now, we've got 1 more Pokemon left. I haven't Dynamax yet, but I'm sort of loath to actually Dynamax because I've got a move that could be really, really good against Swampert, right? If you remember my Glaceon from earlier on the special attack set, right? Let's bring up these moves. I've got Blizzard, Water Pulse, Mud Sap, and Freeze Dry. I'm thinking, wow, Freeze Dry will do a lot of damage right there. Instead of going for Dynamax and then for a Blizzard, right, to change the weather, Freeze Dry's got to do a lot. I feel like this will definitely be the best move to go for. It's just if things go bad, I won't have the bulk of the Dynamax to actually live and attack as well as I, actually would there. So I was thinking about this for a little bit. I'm like, you know what? I'm Modest Nature. Let's go for it. Let's go for the freeze dry. And that is enough to take out the Swampert in one shot. And that, my friends, is the second battle of the Ice Stone Pokemon Evolution team. Really hope you enjoyed this one. I'll be back with another team tomorrow. Peace out. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful night.